Hello everyone, hope everyone are doing good. In today's video, we will see one of the Amazon service which is called Amazon Rekognition. This is one of the service which runs based on the machine learning algorithm. It used to analyze the images and videos and also text as well. We will see how to train our images based on this service Amazon Rekognition. Okay, well, straight away go to the architecture diagram. Here is a user. Is create an S3 bucket. It is uploading the images to the S3 bucket in the form of it also includes the metadata, that is the image and this full name, which in turn calls the AWS Lambda through a trigger function, which will be adding in the configuration tab. And then this Lambda function will have a function code to call the Amazon Rekognition API service call. Once it redirects the image being uploaded, it will call the Amazon Rekognition function call. This Amazon Rekognition function call analyze the S3 bucket object metadata, and it will create a face print ID based on the images by analyzing the images. Once the face print been detected, it will send that face print or thumbprint to AWS Lambda function, which Lambda function will have a code to write it into the DynamoDB using a put item. Okay, then it will populate that particular index in the DynamoDB. How will you test this? Our code is working or not? We will be sending images to the Amazon Rekognition by sending the image request. This Amazon Rekognition will search the faceprint ID after analyzing the images in the DynamoDB. If it is present, it will say faceprint matches. If it is not, the person not been recognized. We'll see the testing part as well. Okay. Going step by step process. First, setting up an S3 bucket. First, we need to configure the security token. First, we need to create a security token in the security credentials, and then you need to configure in the AWS CLI. Once you configure that, you need to create a collection. The Amazon Rekognition. This is the command to use to create a collection. Given the collection ID is a sports person. Okay, once the collection been created, you will get the success code as a 200. Okay, once you are done with that, you need to create an S3 bucket. Either you can create through management console or AWS CLI. Here I created the S3 bucket through CLI. The bucket name which I given is sports person images. Okay, we can verify that in the console as well. And then we need to create a DynamoDB table. You can create the table name in the straight away go to the console and you can create the DynamoDB, or you can create a table using a CLI command as well. I created that table which is called sports person recognition. Once you created the DynamoDB, you need to give enough role to AWS Lambda to access both the DynamoDB and S3 bucket. Okay, I created the role as a face recognition role, and I created the inline policy which is called the face recognition policy. I attached the JSON format. Here I given the bucket name. The bucket name is a S3 bucket name, and this is a DynamoDB ARN, where we can find the DynamoDB ARN here. Let me show you. Go to tables. Okay, click on the table name we have created and go to an additional info. This is the ARN file that you need to paste it here. Okay, once you are done with that, you need to give the policy name, face recognition policy, and create an add the policy to the particular role. And then you need to set up a Lambda function. I created the new function name called face recognition Lambda and use the runtime environment as Python 3.11. And I created the existing role, face recognition role. I used the existing role. Okay, and then once you're done, you need to create another trigger to the Lambda function, which is an S3. Okay, here I given an event type as object and I given the prefixes index. Okay, inside the index, we need to upload the image file. Once you have created the trigger, it will function will look like this. That is, we'll have a trigger called S3 and it function Lambda function called face recognition Lambda. Okay, we need to add the code inside the Lambda function. Here, what are the things you need to replace? I just mentioned here. You can make a note of it. Okay, I will explain the function code which we have written here. First, we will call the bucket name and the key once the image been uploaded. Once we need to give the collection ID as well. Once that has been done, we need to lambda, first it will call the main handler lambda function. It will get the bucket name and the key. Once that had been called, it will pass that bucket name and the key to the index faces. Okay, and this index faces will create the face print ID, and that face print ID we will be writing to the index. Okay, this is once the face print ID have been created, this recognition index faces will generate the face print ID. That face print ID will be writing to the DynamoDB table with the face ID and the full name. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can also put it in the comment section. I'll try to explain. And then we need to upload the images into S3 bucket. I upload the images to CLI. What I given is I given the image name, okay, and then particular image name and the image name of the person. Example, I'll show you. This is the images. If you see here, I given the image name and the name of the person in the image. Okay, that's what I had done here. Okay, what it will do, it will iterate the images one by one, and it will create the it will add the metadata to that file. Okay, and it will have a metadata to the file, and it will add it to the S3 bucket. Okay, that is image, and then this name of the person. Each will iterate one by one, and it will add it to the S3 object. That's all it will do. Okay, once you are done that, you need to verify the image has been uploaded or not, and then similarly you need to go to navigate to DynamoDB. Once the image has been uploaded into the DynamoDB, you need to check whether the DynamoDB created the index or not. Okay, you need to go to the table and see whether the particular face print ID have been created against the particular name. Okay, and how we need to test the model with the new images been uploaded. I created on a Python file. We need to before running this Python file, you need to install this pillow because the pil command comes from this pillow. Okay, I will explain this code how to test your images. Okay, once you uploaded the images into the S3 bucket and the particular index been created in the DynamoDB. Now it is for us to test how we need to give the enter path of the images. Okay, we need to give the image path, that is for testing these images. I have given two images. One is MSD and Sachin. Okay, we need to give that name of the file MSD and then extension .jpg or png. Okay, it will convert into a binary format based on a collection ID. It search faces by images. It will go to the DynamoDB table and get the item one by one, and it will search for that response which we got from the Amazon Rekognition, that face print ID. If both the face print ID matches, it will say the face ID matches. If it is not, the person cannot be recognized. Okay, we'll test that. Okay, what I have done, I went inside the folder which is called testing folder. Okay, and I am going to run this Python file, which is a Python test.python, which is nothing but the same Python file which I have written here, right? This is a Python file I am having inside the test.py. Okay, just clicking on enter, it will ask for the path of the image to check. Okay, I'm just giving Sachin.jpg. Okay, what will do, it will create the face print ID of the particular image being uploaded, and it will go and verify that face print ID with the already been trained images which is uploaded in the DynamoDB, right? Okay. Let me show you. It will go and match with that DynamoDB face print ID. If both of them relative matches, right, then it will give the name of the particular person ID, all person Sachin. This is interesting, right? You can also try this use case. This is runs based on the AI and machine learning algorithm. Yeah, if you like this blog, just give a clap to this blog. If you more interested in this type of the use case, you can please mention in the comment what AWS service you need use case example. Probably I'll try to create one by one. Once you are done with this use case example, you need to delete, clean up that everything. We need to delete the collection which I created, and then delete an S3 bucket, DynamoDB, IAM role, trigger, lambda, everything. Once you are done with that, you can also delete the role you have created as well. Yeah. Um, please follow, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone. Hope you have a good weekend.